prayer is at the core of my life as a Jew. There's a tradition of saying 100 blessings a day. And the truth is that once you start to say 100 blessings a day, it turns into 1,000 blessings a day, because everything becomes part of blessing. So at every moment, we can be grateful for that very moment that we're in, and so much more. So when I wash my hands and I say the blessing for washing my hands, I'm grateful for that moment, and I'm also grateful for the water and the freedom I have to turn on the faucet, and the fact that I have a towel to dry my hands on, all of the many gifts that God has given me. So the 100 blessings a day manifest in so many ways throughout the whole day. There are a lot of other ways we pray too. As a community, communal prayer is at the heart of Judaism. And here at Temple Bethel, our prayer is on Friday evenings, and we study on Saturday mornings. And study is actually another form of prayer. We say a prayer before we study, and then we look at the week's Torah portion and we look for our role in that, how it figures into our lives, and how we can become better people by that moment of study. And there's the prayer in that. And then on Friday evenings, we sing together, we read prayers together, we share, we have many blessings. And then we act as each other's support in times of loss, in times of celebration. So part of every service that we do is something called the Mourner's Kaddish, where as a community, we rise together in support and in community with all those who have lost somebody, and that's all of us. And so we help each other along that journey of loss, and we help each other become much more than we were before the loss. But it's not only obviously about the loss, it's about the celebration as well. And we do plenty of that too. So prayer is at the heart of all of it. And in the service itself, we have a certain order of prayers, as most religions do. And we begin with some songs, and then we have a moment where we have a call to worship, where I say to the congregation, "Are you ready to pray?" And they say, "Yes." We say it in different words. We say it as a blessing. But then we go on from there and we come to the Shema, which is the moment when we center ourselves in the fact that we are in one God, that there is one God, and we are part of that vision. And the next prayer is, I want to say the most important, but every prayer can be arguably the most important, where we quote actually from Deuteronomy about loving God with all our heart, soul, and might. And this prayer is essentially why we pray, because loving God, doing God's work, is through prayer to begin with. And that's what enlivens our senses and tells us to be the best people we can be. When Rabbi Abraham Joshua Heschel walked with Martin Luther King, afterwards he, a man of prayer, a man of amazing gifts and one of the greatest contributors to our theology and our understanding of the prophets and of the Sabbath day and many other things, he said, "You know, when I walked that day, I prayed with my feet." So for some Jews who may not come and pray very much, and they may not say 100 blessings a day, but through their work, through their good deeds, they're engaging in tikkun olam, which is fixing the world. And that's the ultimate purpose of prayer. So if we're all fixing ourselves and fixing the world all the time, what a better world it turns out to be.